What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mehi, and today we're gonna be doing our hair, these flip over viral bohemian braids. You can see I have them already on my head in just natural braids. I did that in my last video, so check it out here. But today, going in with the extensions and blonde extensions at that, because you know what, I'm going to vacation. Where? In the DR. So I need to be looking good. I'm gonna show you guys the hair that I'm gonna use, so stay tuned because it's about to eat. I already feel it, like in my spirit I know it's about to eat, so stay tuned for that. So this is the hair that we'll be using in the color 27. I'm mixing it with 613 just to give it a little bit more blonde, just a little bit more brightness. For my curl, I also got the blonde in 613, so it's gonna match. So we're mixing 27 and 613. Like blonde for vacation, that's the only way to go.
Dinner, what time it is? We're bringing out my favorite gel, Shine and Jam. This is literally the gel I always find myself reaching for when I'm styling my hair. It smells really good and also helps me smooth out my parts. Chef's kiss. I also wanted to start my hair in the front because low-key is the most important part for me. In case I needed to leave the house for anything, I could just literally hide the back part in a bun. And I actually did leave the house to get my nails done because I waited literally to the last day before my trip to do everything. So what did I do? I hid the back part in a bun. The front was done so they couldn't tell. I even got, compliments along the way, but they didn't have to know what was going on. So I went in with my Shine and Jam to smooth out the parts and started braiding where the old braids used to be. Having the parts already done for my previous hairstyle was literally a lifesaver because parting out all these intricate designs would have added so much time to this hairstyle already. And I was, I waited till the last minute. I still had to pack after this. So having it already done was such a lifesaver for me. I didn't have to focus on parting my hair since my hair was pre-parted for this hairstyle. I focused on making sure that my braids were nice and tight and also that my hair was tucked in, well, as much as I could do. It is a bit difficult when doing it on your own hair, but try your best to tuck your hair behind the added hair, especially if your hair is a darker texture compared to the added hair, because you want to bring out as much of that added color as possible so that you achieve the style that you're going for. This is what the braid is looking like close up. I did add that curly synthetic piece midway through the braid and it's coming out real cute, so I was very excited. You see the concentration in this part of the video because it's like it's time to get to work. It's time to get to work. We got a long hours ahead of us, but the hairstyle was coming out cute, so low-key my spirits were up, but the face is just concentrated. And it won't be a Mehi hair video if there wasn't a little dance session. And then now I'm back to work, okay? Always got to celebrate small wins all the way through. When I got to the knotless braids part at this top, I added the curls as close to the root as possible because I did want it to have that extra bohemian look, especially from the top since this was hair that was coming out instead of it being flat on my head. So if you do want to achieve that look, make the curls a little bit higher on the braid as close to the root as possible and not as further down the hair as with the other parts. When taking out my parts, I did go through and kind of comb it out a little bit to make sure that it still didn't have too much of a crimp and knots in there. So just make sure that you're going through and detangling before braiding. My biggest advice for this style is focus on using the gel to smooth out your part. I can't stress that enough. Fulani braids, they're in the front. So if they're not smooth, if they're a little crazy, they're gonna tell everybody and everybody will see. So take your time on this part, smooth out your parts, and when braiding down your hair, make sure that it's tight on your head. Not too tight where you're hurting yourself, but tight enough so that the braids don't look like they're floating above your head. So make it nice and tight because your future self will thank you if you take my advice. And this is me on the last piece getting excited. And a tip also when doing the knotless part of the braids, you want to make sure you braid down your hair maybe once and then add the hair, braid around again, add hair, braid around again, add hair, and continue to add hair till you get it to the size that you want it to be. That'll ensure that all your pieces are even, making sure that you're, watching as you go. But to get that knotless appearance, you want to first start out the braid with your own hair. Once I finished up the front, it was definitely time to take a little break before starting out on the back. I took my break, got my nails done, packed, and did all that, and then finished up the braid throughout the night. And then for the ends, I actually did put majority of it in flexi rods and dipped it. It gave me the extra curls that I wanted, and it actually came out even cuter than I expected. It gave me that extra bohemian look. The flexi rod gave me really cute large curls that actually ended up becoming a lot looser throughout the trip because I was swimming and I was in the water, and it ended up looking a lot cuter once it did get less tight. But even like this, I loved how this turned out. It was super cute. The colors blended so well. I used 27 and 613, and these are the final results. Just take it in. Take it in. I actually really loved how this hairstyle came out. And here is the hairstyle with me on vacation in Cabo. The curls were flowing, the blonde was eating, I was getting compliments left and right. So if you're looking for a cute hairstyle to switch things up, this is definitely another one to add to your lineup. And this is just me, just enjoying the vibe. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, girlies.